welcome back to part 3 of my assembly of the GameShell from Clockwork. So today we're going to be assembling the keypad. There's that. If you've watched the other 2 videos so far, great. You'll know that the front piece is always a very clear piece. And you'll know that the back piece is not near as cool looking. Plastic piece. See how it says keypad there, and that's what we're doing today. Okay, so it's the keypad. If you were doing the battery, it would say battery. If you were doing the screen, it would say screen there. And I believe that that's all we need to really talk about. To pre-talk, let's do this. We got the top piece here. So they're expecting something like that scenario, so it'll fold this way, which means this guy turns this way. Alright, and then this fella has 4 holes to go on the 4 studs in the corners there. Looks like it needs to go contact side up. You'll see in the picture that there is just 1 port on this side, which means this fella needs to go this way. I really had to learn to look at orientation with these because they don't really give you a whole lot of anything to go by. So it just goes right in there. That way you'll have 3 slots on the top, that on that side, and this on this side. It looks like there's one that's not being used. I'm assuming you could technically use it if you had something to put in there. Okay, so now that we have that, these have to go on there. It looks like you have 2 buttons and 2 buttons and then 4 buttons and 4 buttons. We have 2 buttons, 2 buttons, 4 buttons and 4 buttons. And there's a place here for those 4 studs. Alrighty. It goes right in there. It's very nice. It fits very cleanly. Sorry, I got some different lighting today and just learning how to do things as I go along here. Alrighty. It looks pretty good, pretty clean. Now you'll see that what we have to do is just put the top half on. Same scenario, the 2 holes against the 4 holes. And you'd think I'd learn a faster way of doing that by now, but once you do it, like, it's always on there, then you just open and close it as you need to. Barring you don't do what I just did. So now it shows that we need to just close it, and then we'll apply the buttons accordingly. Oh, nice. Oh, they are very raised outside of that, which I think is cool. Oh, I guess it's because it's going to be going in a larger shell later. Very clever of them. Alright, so now we have the keyboard, the D-pad, and the 4 separate buttons. So let's just put the D-pad in place first. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and continue as is. I dropped the button somewhere, which is terrifying because they don't give you anything other than the buttons that you pay for. My hope is that maybe I can buy another one, but the obvious thing here is that it is not going anywhere. It fell somewhere straight down, so I just can focus on this after the fact. But what I was going to say here is, it doesn't look like there's any, I mean, unless the operating system itself says press A to continue or something. I think you choose if you want to do BA or A at the bottom, B, X, Y, something like that. But I am just going to stick with your standard, like, 4-button layout that you see on, like, 3DSs and 2DSs and stuff. Something like this guy, where it has BA, Y, X. Because it doesn't really tell you. Okay. Y is right there. And that's it. Obviously, I'm going to find my button probably before the next video. You know that an X button is going to go there. So for all intents and purposes, this part 3 is done. Just don't lose your button like I did, and you'll be fine. Do it on a much bigger surface than I am, and you'll be great. Other than that, that's it for the whole video. You guys have a good day, because you've earned it, okay? You've earned it.